Who was the Zodiac Killer? A phantom of the San Francisco Bay Area, a name whispered in hushed tones, a figure forever etched in the annals of true crime. That's the question that's haunted true crime fans, amateur sleuths, and seasoned investigators alike for decades. The mystery surrounding the Zodiac Killer has become a cultural obsession, spawning countless books, documentaries, and theories. And the police, who have tirelessly pursued every lead, every whisper, every potential suspect, hoping to bring closure to the victims' families and finally unmask the face behind the terror, for over 50 years. The case remains open, a cold case that refuses to be forgotten, a testament to the enduring power of mystery and the relentless pursuit of justice. The Zodiac terrified California, casting a long shadow of fear and paranoia across the state. People lived in constant apprehension, wondering if they could be the next target. In the late 1960s, a time of social upheaval and change, the Zodiac's reign of terror added another layer of unease to an already turbulent era. The Bay Area became synonymous with fear, taunting the public with bizarre letters, filled with cryptic messages and disturbing pronouncements, challenging law enforcement and the media to decipher his twisted game. Strange symbols, a language of his own creation, adding another layer of complexity to the already perplexing case, turning the investigation into a desperate race against time. And chilling ciphers. These weren't just random scribbles. They were carefully constructed puzzles, designed to both taunt and potentially reveal clues, a dangerous game of cat and mouse played out in the public eye. He claimed at least 37 victims, a boast that sent shivers down the spines of investigators and the public alike, raising the stakes and intensifying the pressure to catch him. But only 5 were ever confirmed. 5 lives brutally taken, families forever scarred, a constant reminder of the Zodiac's cruelty and the enduring frustration of an unsolved case. Each crime scene was different, a reflection of the killer's unpredictable nature and his ability to adapt his methods, making it even more difficult for investigators to establish a clear pattern. Sometimes he used a gun, a cold and impersonal weapon, delivering swift and brutal death to his unsuspecting victims. Other times a knife, a more intimate and terrifying method, suggesting a deeper level of rage and a desire to inflict personal suffering. He always left behind fear, a palpable sense of dread that permeated the entire community, turning everyday life into a constant state of anxiety and suspicion. And confusion. The lack of a clear motive, the inconsistent methods, the baffling ciphers, all contributed to a sense of disorientation and frustration among those tasked with bringing him to justice. And then, the letters. The hallmark of the Zodiac Killer, his twisted form of communication, a direct line to the public consciousness, fueling the frenzy and prolonging the terror. Dozens of them, each one a carefully crafted piece of psychological warfare, designed to manipulate, intimidate, and control the narrative, sent to newspapers. He knew the power of the press, how to use it to amplify his message and spread his influence, turning the media into an unwitting accomplice in his reign of terror. Full of misspellings, seemingly careless errors that some believe were intentional, a way to throw investigators off track, or perhaps a reflection of his true intellectual capacity. Weird jokes, dark humor that revealed a glimpse into his twisted psyche, a chilling reminder of the depravity that lurked beneath the surface. And mysterious symbols, a visual representation of his identity, a brand that he used to mark his territory and claim responsibility for his heinous acts. He dared anyone to solve. A challenge to the world, a boast of his intellectual superiority, a game that he seemed to relish playing with the authorities and the public. The Zodiac promised more killings, a constant threat that hung over the heads of everyone in the Bay Area, fueling the fear and paranoia that gripped the region, if his riddles were not printed. He understood the power of the media and used it to manipulate the public and law enforcement, holding them hostage with the threat of further violence. He even created a strange logo, a symbol that would become synonymous with his name, a chilling reminder of his presence and the terror he inflicted. A circle with a cross through it. A simple yet unsettling design, its meaning debated and analyzed for decades, a constant source of fascination and speculation. Police and amateur detectives drawn into the mystery, captivated by the challenge, driven by a desire to solve the unsolvable and bring justice to the victims. Worked day and night, poring over evidence, analyzing ciphers, chasing leads, sacrificing their time and energy in the relentless pursuit of the killer, trying to break his ciphers. A complex and frustrating task, requiring expertise in cryptography, linguistics, and a deep understanding of the killer's mindset. Some were solved, moments of triumph in a sea of frustration, offering glimpses into the killer's thoughts and motivations, but ultimately failing to reveal his identity. Others, like the infamous 340-character cipher, a seemingly impenetrable code that became the holy grail of Zodiac investigators, a symbol of the case's enduring mystery, took over 50 years to crack, a testament to the dedication and perseverance of codebreakers, but even its solution offered little in the way of identifying the killer. But even with all this, the countless hours of investigation, the mountains of evidence, the breakthroughs and the dead ends, the killer's identity remains a mystery. A frustrating and unsettling truth, a reminder that some mysteries may never be solved, some questions may never be answered. Suspects? There are plenty. A long list of individuals who have been considered, investigated, and ultimately ruled out, leaving investigators with more questions than answers. Arthur Lee Allen, a name that looms large in the Zodiac story, a prime suspect who fit many of the characteristics but could never be definitively linked to the crimes. A schoolteacher with a dark past, whose behavior and personal history raised red flags, making him a constant focus of the investigation. Was he the one? Maybe. The evidence was circumstantial, the connections tenuous, leaving room for doubt and fueling the ongoing debate. But DNA, the ultimate tool of modern forensics, the key that could unlock the mystery and finally reveal the killer's identity. Handwriting, carefully scrutinized and compared, searching for similarities and inconsistencies, hoping to find a definitive match, even fingerprints, those unique identifiers that could definitively place a suspect at the scene of the crime. None of it ever matched. A frustrating and disheartening reality, a testament to the killer's cunning and his ability to evade detection. People still search for clues today. The case remains open, a living mystery that continues to captivate and intrigue, drawing in new generations of investigators and amateur sleuths. There are books exploring every angle of the case, dissecting the evidence and offering new theories and perspectives. Movies, dramatizing the events, bringing the terror to life on the screen, and fueling the public's fascination with the Zodiac Killer. Podcasts, diving deep into the details, interviewing experts, and engaging in lively discussions, keeping the case alive in the digital age. Some think the answers are just waiting, patiently waiting to be discovered, hidden within the existing evidence, overlooked in the initial investigation, hidden in plain sight. A tantalizing possibility, suggesting that the solution is within reach, just waiting for the right person to connect the dots. But the Zodiac's true identity? The question that has haunted generations, the mystery that refuses to be solved, the secret that remains elusive. Still locked away, hidden behind layers of deception, obscured by the passage of time, protected by the killer's cunning and the limitations of the investigation. Somewhere in the shadows, lurking just beyond our grasp, a phantom figure forever shrouded in mystery, a chilling reminder of the darkness that exists in the human heart. Maybe you'll be the one to finally piece together the puzzle, to uncover the truth, to bring closure to the victims' families, and to finally unmask the Zodiac Killer, to finally solve it. The mystery awaits, the challenge remains, the opportunity to make history is there for the taking. Will you be the one to finally bring the Zodiac Killer out of the shadows?